Finally, a green day for AMC as well as the markets, because lately when the market was falling, AMC was just following and falling as well, especially given the fact that it's a highly volatile stock. So whenever you have, based on what we see, it's happening behind the scenes and it's at play here, talking about manipulation through dark pools and everything, short, naked shorts. Well, whenever you have a down pressure, whenever you have these events or news that is pushing the market or pushing the markets down, well, this is just a tailwind for the short sellers to double down, as we know they did lately, and bringing the share price down from the 52 we were sitting at last week. So this rebound, when you look at the couple of days where we were from, these 48 at 52, you can see that we touched the 37.82 and we rebounded from this point forward. But the big question is, will this last? That's the big question, because so far it doesn't seem like the rebound it's really strong enough. We don't see that steep angle to actually give us an impression that, hey, we might be strongly in, because we might definitely be pulling back again tomorrow, especially as we are still in the midweek here. So just to be really careful about where you want to put your emotions and your hopes, because it's not even the real price here. So what matters at this point, based on where we saw the price, on how we saw the price behave for the last couple of days, we may have some news that are coming in the broader market and also impacting and boosting the price movement on the coming days and potentially on the coming weeks. Because think about it, guys. If the last 2 days or since the beginning of this week, with whatever was brought out, with the China situation on the real estate market, or the Fed meeting, tapering and announcing what they're going to do about inflation, or, the Delta variant impact on the economy, you may think, well, these have nothing to do with AMC. Well, it does somehow. Indirectly, it does, because AMC is part of a broader market. And if recently we've seen the share price tanking whenever the market was pulling back, and we see the price going up whenever the market were going up, it can give you the impression, not the certitude, but it suggests that as we may have some blue skies, as we may have less uncertainty, less risk for the market and for the investors ahead of us, we may also see some of the bulls coming back into the play, whether through ETFs, whether through funds, or just, the pros from the street getting here and day trading or swing trading this thing. All right. So first of all, we were talking about the debt ceiling. Now that has been addressed. The Fed meeting told that, they're going to taper, but it depends on how the economy is remaining strong. So if they don't see that the job market, for example, you don't see that we have more people going back to work and having, this whole Delta variant thing being controlled, well, they are less likely to actually start tapering, even though they said they're going to taper and reduce the amount of money they inject into the economy since they started doing that in 2020. But just to tell you guys, those events have been what pulled the market down. And now that we have some more clarity, it can bring back some green days. And if, like we saw today, green days rhymes with green days for AMC, then we might see an uptrend. What is even more interesting is if you look at where we are coming from, we're coming from the 52, all right? 52, that was September 13th. So 10 days ago, those short sellers who doubled down in order to bring this down from 52 to here down below to the 38 or the 39 or even 37, well, they are kind of stuck, all right, because they are doubling down. They double down in order to make this move happen. Now, when we see the bulls coming back because of the events just being cleared today, it means additional buying pressure, and that additional buying pressure may actually get them caught in the middle of these two price levels, causing some some of them to cover a little bit or some gamma squeeze happening depending on how quick we see an option on the price. So just to say, even though you may think this has nothing to do with AMC, well, AMC is part of the broader market, and based on what we saw lately, if the market is tending to pull back and recover from the losses we experienced a couple of weeks from now, then AMC might be also dragging to that and causing the shorts that double down to actually get out. So maybe we get back to the 50s or even higher. But until it happens, you will never know. That's just how the stock market works.